Yes. Yes, indeed. Robbie, vamp for a second. Nice vamping. Good job. All right. You guys have done a lot of things like, I don't know, help this show win a bunch of People's Choice Awards. You've kept the show on air for 13 years. You've gotten them on the cover of magazines, and now you people have fueled its very coolest and bestest spin-off ever. Ladies and gentlemen, the stars of the Supernatural spin-off, Chicon and Briana Buckmaster.
We don't know it won't be.
What, there's a spin-off?
Yeah.
Rich
told you
not to say Floyd. Rich said.
Rich said. Rich calls it.
In Hollywood, that's legally binding.
Damn right it is. Quote the dick. Ladies and gentlemen.
Quote the dick.
Quote the dick.
If I had a nickel,
Write it
Richard.
down.
But you'd have a nickel.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Hi, guys. Sorry, I usually come on stage like really, like, yeah, A, I don't want my boobs to fall out, and B, I just feel really emotional about said spin-off, and so, yeah. They leaked it, so yay you guys. Good. Anyway, what do you think, Kim? These lines are looking pretty good.
I love watching you do
I know, stop it. I don't do it. Kim was like, I was like, uh-oh, I'm gonna be weepy in the panel. It's gonna get weird.
So good. Quick, say fuck.
Fuck.
Back on track.
All right.
We do not have to threaten to talk about our periods today, so that's nice. That's usually what happens when no one has questions. We're like, we're going to stand up here and talk about our periods.
I'll still talk about my period.
I haven't had a uterus for 9 years, so there's not really much to talk about. Are you guys having fun?
What's also weird is that it's the end of Kim and I usually do the first panel. We have been doing them, and now we're doing the last Friday panel, and so it feels a little strange.
There's not enough coffee.
We're usually hyped up on coffee.
So amped up, and now we're all like feels.
Emo, yeah.
It's gonna be super
Just we get to be feely.
Yeah.
Not like feely.
Well,
Not everyone. Yay. Okay, let's do the question. Go.
Hi. I just want to say you both are fucking gorgeous.
There's no stuff for you guys. Like the guys basically consider it dressed up if they put on clothes.
Yeah, exactly.
Like if the pants are on the bottom, it's a win. And we're like,
We'll check out every single angle.
it's like a date where you know you're gonna get lucky. I know. It'll look pretty for y'all.
Okay. Hi.
Hi, I'm Briana. I just want to say my name's Briana. So,
Briana?
Yeah.
That's a very American thing. Because all of my American friends on the convention circuit, when they first met me, they're like, it's nice to meet you, Briana. And I was like, enchanté. I'm like, it's Briana. I was raised on a fucking farm. Briana. Anyways, nice to meet you, Briana. Hi, okay, yes?
okay, so you both are badasses, and I just want to say who your inspiration is, like who inspired you to be who you are today.
Here we go, we're starting already. All right.
Sorry.
No, it's good, it's good. I'm not gonna cry. Do you know who my inspiration is currently? Elena Huffman. She's fucking golden, that one. Yeah, just been like hanging out with her a little bit more, talking to her a bit more, stuff that's going on in her life and my life, and we've been texting more than we have been usually, and I was just like, man, that girl is going through a lot, and she has 4 children. I have 1, and I think parenting a child is the hardest fucking thing I've ever done. So kudos to all of you who also do the same and feel the same way, and she has 4. And she's doing it mostly by herself. She's rocking it out. She's a working mother. She's fucking fierce, and she's a babe. Lately I've been looking to her, finding strength. And when I'm having hard times, I think about her, and I find that very inspiring.
Yeah, she's super brave. Really, like, yeah. I would say my kid, right now. She's not really, if you've seen any of my posts about my child, she's lightning in a bottle. But she is completely and utterly fearless and totally herself. And every time I get pissed off because I want her to be scared and I want her to be more who I want her to be, I realize that no, that's exactly who she's supposed to be, and I'm supposed to do the exact same fucking thing. And we'll all be fine.
Do you know what is funny, Kim? I find myself thinking about Tabby a lot, her daughter. I've met her daughter. And sometimes I will, like, I just want Jose, I mean Valentina, yes, but Jose, my husband, to meet her, because I think she's so funny and, I don't know, gregarious, and I just love watching people meet her, because you can tell when people meet her, they're just like, I want to be around you more.
Or I want to run far in the opposite direction.
Sure, perhaps.
That is sometimes a reaction.
And I know that you have challenges, you know, with her, but I think Tabby is your reward.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's fucking awesome. So yeah, my answer would be my kid.
Thank you, love you
Thank
guys.
you.
Seeing as you guys just, it was announced that you guys are getting a spin-off, how does it feel knowing that you guys being, like, are gonna be in a show with two like, strong and empowered women as the leads, as opposed to what women and young girls around the world are used to seeing less representation?
It feels fucking awesome. I've talked about this a little bit before, I think, but I love the idea that we're considered badass and powerful women, but I also love the idea that these are also very complicated women with baggage. And we talked about this earlier, a meat creep, with weaknesses and with sad stories. And I think that that also needs to be shown on the screen, because women are complex things. They're not just moms, they're not just wives, they're not just powerful CEOs or whatever. They're complicated, and I'm excited to be able to portray that for people.
No, I agree. I love the fact that this fandom has expanded me. I was talking about this earlier, so I apologize for repeats. Just sing to yourself while I'm done. I'll get past it. But this fandom has really opened my mind beyond my own personal perspective, which is really all I have until I listen to someone else. So it's not just female stories that are going to be addressed in the spin-off. We have age. Hi! I'm not dead and I'm 48. So we have different ages, we have different colors, we have different sexual orientations. They are really bringing in a much wider spectrum of humanity to be represented in this show, and I think that's fucking awesome. What we're all doing here. There is something in the spirit that is just human, that we all connect to, which is why we're all fucking here. And that spirit deserves to be expressed in as many different bodies as can possibly fit it. And I love the idea that
And we're gonna be super badass.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm a little nervous.
All good.
Hi. So have you guys ever had like a major fangirl moment, and with what celebrity?
Besides Sheridan Johnson?
Yeah.
Okay, I have, and it will mean nothing to most of you in the audience. The only thing in my life I ever really fangirled over was a band called Oingo Boingo. And oh my God, you're my people! Oh my God! Oh my God! Okay, so see? Yeah, all right. So I'm shooting Sweet Life Zach and Cody. And the boys were like, "You're old. What kind of music do you listen to?" My angels. I love them. Children are a blessing. And I said, well, you wouldn't really have heard of it, but my favorite band of all time is Oingo Boingo. And our dialogue coach goes, oh, my husband was the bass player for them. And I was sitting on the couch, and I got up and I walked around the couch. I sat down, and I went, your husband is Gary Rhodes? He says, yeah, he's going to come to the team, and you should meet him. Okay, so just stay right like you are, okay? Just stand there like we've just met, and you're a normal person. This is Gary Hatch. I am not exaggerating. I'm prone to hyperbole, but I swear to you I'm not exaggerating. This is what I did.
Well done. What was his reaction?
To just stand there, and then he said, you're probably the only fan we have left. Well, that's the person who goes through my garbage. And I said, I'm sorry, but it's lovely garbage.
I can't beat that. You know, I grew up in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. Yes, that's right. Big city of Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. And celebrities, for some reason, don't go there. So one time, they were shooting a movie there with Andy Garcia. Does anybody know who that is? And he came into the ice cream parlor where I was working. Yeah, you heard me. Ice cream parlor where I was working. And I had never seen a celebrity in real life ever before. I was probably 18. Like, I think I was in between years at college. He came in, and I'm not even kidding, dressed, it was like 30 Celsius, I don't know what that is, Fahrenheit. It was hot, it was fucking hot. And he was wearing head-to-toe leather. And he came in with his family, buy his kids ice cream, and he came head-to-toe leather with sunglasses on. Like, he wanted everybody to know he was a celebrity. Like, I'm telling you, like at Moose Jaw, people are wearing like t-shirts from the dollar store, you know? Nobody's dressed up. He came in, and he handed the woman who owns the salon like $50 or something like that. And she was like, oh, here's your change, dear. And he went, keep the change. I was like, oh, that's how celebrities work? Just throw money everywhere. That's why I wear leather so much. When people think I'm a big fucking deal. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi.
Thank you so much for existing and for being here.
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay, so I can't hear enough about the spin-off. What more are you free and comfortable to tell us? Please, please, please.
It's like, what can they do now? Like, what? Like, can they fire us now?
Yes. And you know what? Worse than being fired, quite frankly, worse than being fired, would be the, oh, that's funny. What number is this? This is Kim. Hi, this is Andrew Job.
You shut the fuck up.
We need to talk.
Getting in trouble from mom and dad would be
I don't want to
bad.
get in trouble.
That's true, that's true.
It's going to be a part of this next season. Can I say that? If I
Sure.
can't, I've just been fired.
Let's just say,
The role of
Rich
Joe
told
Mill.
us we could say all of this. Rich said.
Said, then all
Dick
of a sudden,
said.
like, what's Jenna Elfman doing on Supernatural?
Totally.
Hey, Jody.
Yeah,
Oh.
I was gonna say, worse than being fired would be replaced by like a big celebrity. Andy Garcia playing Donna Hansen.
Andy Garcia and Jenna Elfman in wayward daughters.
Jenna Elfman, is that who you think you get replaced by?
I have lost 3 jobs to Jenna Elfman.
Really?
And 1 to Marissa Tomei.
Tomei. Can't think of anybody.
Yeah, maybe Marissa would do Supernatural. Don't give them any ideas, Kim. Shut up!
Shut up! Hello, Kim. This is Andrew Dabb. We have decided to replace you based on suggestions from the Chicago convention. Andrew Dabb does not sound like this at all. What can we tell you?
Please hold. God, push yourself. Oh, yeah, I think we can tell them that. Okay. Yeah, okay, so, although we can't tell them everyone that got that email, but we can stand up here and tell you, Briana and I got an email, along with some other people, from Phil Segretia,
Who is the producer?
who's the producer of this. And it just
We just got it like 4 or 5 days ago.
Yeah, it just said, okay, girls, time to go to work. And it had a link to a YouTube video of Keanu Reeves with his combat training for John Wick 2.
Yeah, so the email was basically like, I would advise you to start getting in the gym. Not as in like you're out of shape, just as in like, let's get to work, because he wants to start fight training, gun training, and stunt drive training. All of that.
And one of the most amazing things, a point that I realized earlier, so I'm going to reiterate it, is that other shows, when you're gearing up to do something like that, you do get an email that says, time to hit the gym, do you think you can get down to a size 4 before October?
That's very
Or
true.
they say, we have an appointment with the salon in Beverly Hills because we want your hair to match the background. Not that I've ever had that experience, but I have. There's like, when you're a female, as soon as they know they're working with you, they want you to look right. There was none of that shit going on. They were like, all right. You are already badasses. Let us fulfill your badass potential. And
Yes.
I said, yeah.
It's a dream come true. Honestly, because it's like, oh, especially after, we were talking about this earlier today, after Wonder Woman came out, so every fucking person in the world go see Wonder Woman and go, I want to do that! I finally get to! Yeah, that's great. They're showing up. They're showing up as much as we're showing up, as much as you're showing up, to make sure that they're going to make quality fucking show for you guys. That's all we can say. Until we get another question, and then I'll think of something else I'm not supposed to say.
I fucking love you guys. Okay, so what is your biggest pet peeve?
My biggest pet peeve?
Yeah.
My
That I
biggest
can talk
pet
about?
peeve. My biggest fucking pet peeve is a very weird little pet peeve, but it's fucking big. Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Does not mean Romeo, Romeo, where are you? It's Romeo, Romeo. Why the fuck does your name have to be Romeo? You have to be my enemy. Why do you have to be my enemy? It doesn't mean I know you're standing out here because I read the script. That's my biggest pet peeve.
I didn't know that. Learn a new thing every day. Biggest pet peeve. Being interrupted. I do not care for that. And I will shut people down. Usually men I know, who you probably also know. And I'll shut them down so fast. Because they don't know they're doing it, because they're not used to people going, not done, not done. Now they do know. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yo,
Hi. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for
coming. So, spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen the finale, but mostly a question for Kim. How do you think Claire will find out about Cass, and what will her reaction be?
oh, I never thought about that.
I think, well, it's difficult to answer for another character, especially when she's played, I love Catherine Newton. I love her. I'll tell you, because we all in a way that is very fallible. And she commits, she's not scared of that. She is not
she's
scared
fantastic.
to make Claire look like somebody you maybe don't like very much sometimes. Like maybe sometimes you go, that is not how you talk to your mother. How dare you? Maybe that, and she has complicated relationships, Claire does. Catherine is a poodle and amazing, and I love her. Side note, one of the things I can't tell you about the pilot is that's addressed. Don't talk to your mother that way. So I don't know. I think either she would just grab a hold of it and hurt from it and stuff it further and down and let that burn her more, or she'd be like, my dad was dead already, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, it could go either way. I don't know. I honestly probably would tell you if I did, but I don't.
Yeah, man, I never thought about that. And that's all I can say. Hi, Gail. Hola.
Hi. So you posted.
Coming closer. Coming close.
So you posted a video. I mean, you reposted a picture on Instagram a few days ago about like body positivity, and
Yes.
I just wanted to know, like, was that something you always struggled with? And if so, if you overcame it, how? And like, do you have any tips?
Okay. So, being body positive. So, confidence, I feel, is a muscle, and I've said that a lot. So, what I like to do, because I'm not body positive about my body 24 hours, 7 days a week. Sometimes, obviously, we slip up. We look in the mirror, we don't like what we see. But the trick, I feel, for me is to be really extra kind to myself. When I'm feeling sad about the way I look or the way I think or the things I'm putting out into the world, I sometimes like to go into what I call a little cave and just be really as kind to myself as I can and try to not get any cues externally, to just try to like pay attention to what's going up on here. But I was very overweight as a teenager. And when I went to theater school, I decided to make healthier choices because I wasn't happy at that weight. Now, that being said, I have been smaller than I am now and also unhappy. So it tells me that it's not about the size I am, it's about how I'm feeling about my body. So for me, my happiness is in strength. And I made that choice. I just went, I don't want to fit into a cookie cutter. I want to feel good. So for me, that's about being strong. So I do exercise a lot, and I really like to exercise, but I also like bacon and butter, you know? You can applaud for that.
Cream in the coffee.
Yeah, all cream. Me and Huffman are so funny. When we go to overseas cons together, both of us, we need like real cream in our coffee, and they don't have them in like England. They just have milk, and so we always ask for whipping cream. No, I'll just take the whipping cream.
Don't whip
Butter's
it.
next.
Don't whip it.
Yeah. So I can't tell you or any of you what is going to work for you in terms of body positivity. All I can say is that it is a practice. It is a daily practice to be kind to yourself. Find out what makes you feel the healthiest, the strongest mind and body, and work on it every single day. Hi.
I guess on a lighter note, what's your favorite donut?
Oh, dude.
Are you a donut? Oh, you are. That's right.
Oh, God. Krispy Kreme
Donut.
maple glaze.
Oh,
With a vanilla cream filled as a second.
maple is a very big thing in Canada, so I'm mapled out. I'm more of a cookie person, personally. I do love the old oatmeal chocolate chip. But when I was into donuts, which is back in high school, because we have this place in Canada called, is anybody Canadian here? Tim Hortons. Oh, you have Tim Hortons here now, right? Yes, Tim Hortons. They have, I think it's Boston cream or a Bismarck or something. Yeah, it's chocolate covered with cream in the middle. Instantly sounded dirty to me.
Wait, hold on a second. Let's go back. For the people at home, it's chocolate covered with cream in the middle.
That was the dirty part. It wasn't the words, it was this. Cream in the middle. Sorry, is there children here? Sorry. Yeah, we used to go to Tim Hortons all the time when we were kids. Yeah, I drink coffee, like the 15-year-old Bismarck's drinking coffee. Smoking a dart. Make jokes about that. Smoking a dart. Okay. Okay, all right. Thank you. God, it's gonna be one of those panels.
I also
Just
like
going around in
buttermilk
circles.
glazed. I'm also a big fan of the old-fashioned cake.
Hit myself in the face with my microphone.
Does it smell? Does it smell?
Yep.
You got the sticky one. Oh, it does.
Every single time. Yeah, you got Osric. Osric breath smells like angel farts. Wonder who had this before me? Who was before Osric? Who was before Osric?
Oh, Richard. That's Richard's. That's Dick's. No, he has the red tip.
Oh, Dick has the red tip. Things getting sexy here. Hey, girl.
Hey.
What up?
So I know you've said this on Twitter too, and I was wondering, you just said it now, that you want to explore, like, in the spin-off, you want more sexualities represented. I was wondering if, like, how would you feel or would you enjoy that if it extended to your characters?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll tell you, my only hesitation is in the fact that sexuality is not a costume. It's not something I can just put on, any more than disability is a costume I can put on. So, I would have, the only hesitancy I would have is, this is an authentic aspect of a human being. Can you not find an authentic human being that has that aspect to them? And would I, if they all of a sudden were like, no, it still has to be Jody. Jody is just uncovering this part of herself. I'd be like, awesome, let's walk on that.
I also like kind of on that like exact note, like I love the idea of Donna just like falling in love with a person. You know, who cares what gender they are, right? And I would love it to be like a non-issue. I would like it to be not discussed. I would like nobody to talk about it. I'd love everybody to just go, hey. Continue. I don't know. Yeah, it's just funny with sexuality and race, and these are big deals in our world right now, especially in the States. And it's just so strange to me. I just don't see the boundaries, and sometimes I feel like there are boundaries because there's still fights that need to be fought, and that's why. But I don't know. To me, it's just so fluid.
I understand where you're coming from, but
Yeah.
representation is very important.
Exactly.
And I'm
That's
just
what I'm
saying,
saying.
if you know one of you guys, you're one of your characters, sorry, came out as bi, I'm bisexual, I would probably just go run around the block of joy. So
You better get your running shoes on then.
Yeah,
Okay, go get your, oh, you got them on already.
yeah, it isn't frightening to me. I don't. Yeah, I'd have to do some research.
I can't help myself. Did Huffman tell you how I tackled her and started making out with her last night? Oh boy. Birthday weekend. Yeah, she said she chipped a tooth. Sure, I believe that. My tongue's not that sharp. Just kidding, it really is. She got a lashing. Okay, don't let me keep going like this.
thank you so much.
Thank you for your question. Very important. Hello.
Oh my god, okay. First of all, Kim, 48.
I know, for
You
real.
look amazing.
strong. You guys have done so much. So
We have done so much. All of us.
You did a lot. We tweeted.
I feel like it's a comet, and we just kind of like grab on for the ride. It's been so amazing.
I feel like that too.
And somebody tweeted a while ago about like a camp wayward thing. So I'm just gonna like repeat that as I ask. What do you guys also want to do? What would you love to do next with Wayward?
Oh, he's so many plans.
I mean, it's like the spin-off.
World domination.
Yeah. Can we not like to call it the Wayward Empire?
Yeah.
We have plans.
I wanna have
all y'all are coming, so don't go anywhere.
We were like entire remake of the PJ party.
Yeah, we want
when we were pretending, we were like,
Yeah.
we should have like self-defense course and stage combat, like together, so you could learn skills and fuck around fun.
Yeah, we want, self-defense, stage combat, where like, we could have a karaoke night, we could have a music night, we could have a weird talent show.
Like makeup for beauty and making you look like a corpse.
Yeah.
I don't know, but like,
Delicious
that sounds
food.
hard.
Well, it just sounds hard because we've never done it. Yeah.
I mean, you'd have a lot of volunteers.
Exactly. Well, yeah. We want to pay people though. That's the thing. I have been, it's a lot of work. Also, can we give a big round of applause for creation volunteers?
Right?
Man, I see these volunteers. I see you. It's a lot of work, man. Yes, we want to. Yes, we're gonna. Sometime. But nothing that we can talk about as of yet.
Thank you.
Thank you. You took a knee, Kim.
A what?
You took a knee.
I took a knee. My back is being wonky.
Oh no! Do you want a massage? Okay, hold my microphone. Go ahead.
Hi, I was wondering if the Wayward Daughter spin-off was your idea and that you pushed it and tried to get it going, or if it was offered to you, and what was your happy dance when they announced that they would do it?
It's a very sweet question. Okay, so.
Here, no, take it. I'm gonna get distracted.
Okay.
In many ways. Isn't that ugly?
It's like a weird, ball right there.
I fell off the fucking horse too many times.
Okay. What are we allowed to
And
say?
we're just having a private conversation.
Yeah.
Remember when
I remember Joe was on, and you're like, I know! Okay, so Kim and I, this is a fun story.
Okay, was it our idea?
No, it was your idea.
It was her idea.
No. It was not my idea.
It's Phil Screech's idea.
It was Phil's idea. We were saying this at the PJ party. Hibby 911. No, this actually goes back further. My very, very first episode, The Purge, I was literally, it was like the second, I think I only had 3 days on set of that episode, and it was the second day, and I'm like lying on the spa bed, and visual effects is working because I'm about to get the fat sucked out of me. I'm lying there, and Phil comes underneath. He's got one of those things like this. Phil comes underneath. He's like, there's another sheriff on the show. It'd be fun to have an episode where you guys meet at a sheriff convention or something. And then, sure, if anybody can make it happen, it's Phil Screechia. And he said that, and this was fucking 4 years ago. 4 years ago! Because I was still pregnant. This was 4 years ago. And Phil said that, and Brad Creaser, who's camera AOP, he went, that sounds like a spin-off. 4 years ago! Yeah. And then cut to Kim and I meeting and falling madly in love. And then but Wayward Daughters is your guys' idea. We just eat cookies. Cookies and drink coffee and try to make some money. Okay, so no, not our idea. So
I was always like, nah, it'll never happen.
It's my proudest moment when I get to go, I told you so!
And the happy dance, the question was, what was the happy dance when we found out?
Yes.
This is where we still do a remarkable impression of those guys from Men in Black.
Right.
You get to be Will Smith. Dance, do your happy dance. When you found out, did you find out? You were happy, emotional.
No, we were in Australia when we got that email, remember? And they were like, I feel like we're talking about two different things here.
She just wanted to know how we reacted when we found out.
Yeah, so we were in Australia and we got this email and they didn't know what they were, we didn't understand. And they're like, hi, can we hold you? Bye, have a good holiday. And we were just like, what the fuck does that mean? It was like Christmas vacation and then, I don't know, I didn't have a happy dance moment because it was all very confusing and I was very new to it. I was thrilled at the prospects, but it's all prospects. It still feels like prospects. It still is like, it's a thing, but you know, we have to wait to see if it goes to series. Everything feels like a waiting game, and then you see, and then you see, and then you see, which was so strange for me because I am used to having a happy dance moment, and I had weird feelings about it, because I was just like, I want to have a happy dance moment. Every time I booked a part in a play, it was easy. They offer you the part, you get the part. Now it's like, we want this. We think we can give you this. This might happen. You're like, can I? No, not yet. But my happy dance moment was when you guys found out. And I had been waiting for that for months because I'm gonna start crying. You die. Love you. Because you guys did this, and I feel so grateful that you guys wanted this, and that you guys want this for the world, and for our young girls, and for my daughter, and it's a big fucking deal, and it's a big deal in, you know, the history of television, the history of fandoms, and I wanted you guys to feel empowered, and I hope you feel empowered because you did this. A bunch of women who I relate to, and men, but I wanted you guys to find out most because I just know how I would feel if it was me, and I want you guys to feel all the power that you hold, because you hold a lot of it. That was hard.
Good though, that was brave.
I was holding
That was
that in
brave.
for a long time.
That was brave.
Thanks a lot. Thank you. Just kidding. Thanks, girl.
Hi. I'm trans, and a lot of my friends are trans, and a few of them have worries that Wayward Sisters won't have trans representation. And like, I have friends who say they want to watch it, but they're not willing to because they're afraid it's going to go the same route as Supernatural, where every like representation gets killed off. And I wanted to know if you guys know if there's going to be like trans representation on it at all.
I do not. However, thanks to this fandom, trans representation is something that I am much more aware of, and I am much more committed to, which is why the last campaign we did, we took the word daughters off of our campaign. Because, like I said earlier, a soul doesn't need a gender unless it wants one, and that's not mine to define. So in terms of Supernatural itself, we aren't the producers and we aren't the writers. However, I have a fucking voice and it means something to me. So I will open my mouth every chance I get. And she will. And she has.
We do know that a lot of, and Kim has said this, a lot of things that have not been represented previously are going to be represented, and we know that just from reading the pilot. So we don't know anything, because like she said, we're not the writers, but I would feel that your wishes are coming.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hello.
Hi, I'm Alexis. I want to say happy birthday weekend.
Thank you.
I wanted to know who you would want to see appear on your show, the spin-off, like anyone in the world. Who would you want to see?
I want to see Robin Rich from Chicon.
Yeah, everybody on Supernatural.
But I don't want to see them as their characters. I want to see them as Robin Rich from Chicon. That would be so funny.
I'm coming up with obscure answers. I have a Twitter relationship with Corey Taylor, who happens to be the lead singer of Slipknot. And I have legit been shoving his name down every producer's throat. I'm like, he acts. He's really cool. He's a fan of the show. Come on, I think he would make, look at it, like he'd make a great badass monster. Come on. No one's taken the bait yet, but that's my...
Dude, we're pitching fans to the writers. It's so funny. Who was the other person? Paris?
Oh yeah!
Yeah, Paris Jackson. Who's a big fan of Supernatural?
Yeah, I thought Paris Jackson would make an awesome hunter. Like, come in for one, come in for many. She's an astonishingly strong little presence on this planet.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're amazing.
Hi, I was just saying I love you guys. Donna, you are one of my favorite characters. You make me crack up because I live in Minnesota and they always make fun of me. You say, don't you know?
Don't you know?
My question is for you guys. Do you ever think we'll see a hunting trip with Mary, Jody, and Donna?
Oh God, I hope so.
Me too. I'm always on set with those bitches. I'm like, just sneak me in. Nobody will see. Papa.
No, I mean, do I think we will? Again, I don't know. I don't know what I'm having for dinner. But I think that would be a brilliant thing to do, and we just need to get her alive and out of hell. Or
wherever she is, yeah.
Out of the shining
the weird world, yeah.
Yeah, get her back.
What's funny is that I finally watched the last 2 episodes of the season. I had them recorded, and I didn't know that Bobby was in the episode. And I think he probably told me, and I've seen him since, and it just is like, we don't talk about the show, so I didn't know. Both my husband and I were watching the show, we're like, hey! And we never get moments like that, because I usually know about this show before I see the episode, but it was very exciting. Anyway, little tidbit.
Yeah, so I hope so. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Hello, you two. These two were stalking our PJ party last night. Did you know that?
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, they're sitting outside. Were you sitting outside the whole time?
Yeah.
Oh my
Most
God.
of the time.
Does that make you feel like a rock star?
No.
I know. Hi.
Hi. So I was just wondering, me and my sister, we hated each other's guts for most of our lives. And we started watching Supernatural together, we started bonding, and now we're each other's best friends.
I love that!
And we like insisted that we share a room and like all these kinds of things, so we're like best friends
Oh
now.
my
And
gosh. I love that.
So I was just wondering how like, if you guys had anything that you bonded with like your siblings with, and or like your relationships with siblings, if you have any.
I have brothers, and they're twins. I know. And they are just very different from me. They are incredible brothers. They are incredible sons to my parents, and I'm very grateful for them, but we have zero in common. I don't even know what. They are very proud of me. You know what? They're very proud of me, and I think that that's probably the cutest thing that I've ever seen them do for me. They also, when I threw parties in high school, they'd come and watch out for me because they're pretty big burly dudes. But I can't think of anything that we kind of, that we're in our 30s, we're kind of finding grown-up things, talking about our kids and stuff like that, but how about you?
I have a younger sister, she's 3 years younger. I always used to joke, I'm the rough draft, she's the final copy. It was when I was first on a soap opera, and people were like, oh, you're on TV, your parents must be so proud. And I was like, My little sister has a postdoctorate in biogenetics from Harvard, and she's finding a cure for cancer. And the cool thing is, she still thinks what I do. She's like, I could never do that. That's terrifying. She's also a Cat 3 cyclist, so like an amazing athlete. And the awesome thing is, we don't have competitive feelings. Like, I just admire and adore and support everything she does. And she admires and adores and supports everything I do. And the funny thing is, she and her husband watched Supernatural. And when I got on it was the first thing I'd ever done that she watched. Yeah, you may not know this story.
Oh, funny.
So it must have been my third episode, Jensen was directing. And I didn't think I was going to be back. Like, why the fuck would I be back? I'm, okay, thank you. I never put my eggs in any baskets in the future. And my sister and her husband's anniversary was coming up. And I was like, okay, Jensen, I'm so sorry to do this, but would you record an anniversary message for my sister and her husband, Josh? And he's like, sure, what are their names?
That's a really good Jensen impression.
Hey, Josh, this is Jensen Ackles. Just want to say happy anniversary. Thanks. Yep. They still have it. They've never shared it with anybody. There's no they're really super. But yeah, like I could give them that because of the show.
That's awesome, man. That reminds me actually of a thing with my brother recently who did the same thing. He was like, I was at a wedding and I met a young boy who was a Supernatural fan, and I told him that my sister's on the show and this little boy fangirled, and he asked me if I could sign an autograph photo, and I did, and my brother got to be the cool guy because I'm on the show! So Supernatural, siblings all together. I love it. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me of that. Yeah.
Hello.
Hi. So Supernatural is a very niche genre, and I was wondering if there's a genre of movie or TV show that you've never worked in before that you'd like to, like a telenovela or like a murder mystery, or...
I don't understand the words you're saying. No, I mean, I understand the words. I just don't know. Is there a genre?
Yeah, is there really a genre
Of television show that we'd like to be on?
Yeah.
Well, previously to Supernatural, the show that I liked to be on was the one that I got the job for. So I didn't get an opportunity to be too picky. But given the opportunities, I would like to do a sitcom. She's like, no, you would not. I would like to try it. I feel like Kim might have mixed feelings about that.
Really well written sitcom.
It's not for Disney, I guess.
That's fine. And the schedule's really awesome. You work 3 weeks and then you're off a week. And then you work 3 weeks and you're off a week.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome. You have regular vacations. That's nice. Yeah. Nope. I like this genre the best. Yeah, I like anything where I can be more me and not have to repress me.
Yeah.
And this genre is really like, I feel like shooting people in the head sometimes. Guess what I get to do?
That's true.
Shoot that bitch in the head!
What a great feeling to be like, I like where I am. Yeah, I feel good.
Yeah, nope.
Thank you for your question.
Hi. You guys just are so fierce and independent and feminine, and you inspire me to be a better woman and a better mother for my daughter. And even when I'm at work, when I'm scared and I have to be brave, I'm a cardiac nurse and I have to be brave during colds. Sometimes I'll look at your Instagram and you guys inspire me. And I'm just curious if you could share sometimes that you guys may have been scared, but you know, you felt brave and kind of came through that. And even if it's supernatural related or not, because as much as we love the boys, there's so few female role models in the world. For me, for my daughter, for everyone here, for this whole family. And we just love you guys so much, and I'm just curious if you can share some of your bravery with us.
You wanna go there? I am a rape victim. I am an alcoholic. I grew up in an alcoholic household and my father blew his brains out. I got to wash the mess up. And I am happy, and I am joyous, and I am free. I have a connection with my life. I love what I do. I don't regret any of it. It hurts because it's supposed to hurt. The pain is what makes us stronger in the future. So right now, it's okay to break. It's okay to be scared. Being scared doesn't make us weak. Being scared makes us human. Is the ability now, because boy, when you grow up like that shit, I got it. I got it. I don't need anybody's help. So when I used to break, I would break by myself, which took a long time. When you're in pieces all over the floor, it takes a long time to sweep your own pieces back up. Now it's a lot less scarier to break because I got somebody else who picks up the pieces for me. Sorry. Fucking love you guys. Hi, sweetie. Hi. That's so hard to follow up. I'm sorry. Okay. Tell me what your question is.
I love your characters, but if you could be anyone else on the show on Supernatural, what character would you want to play?
Ooh! I like this question.
Yeah, I did.
I'm gonna try to think of it. Do you have an answer?
I'm sticking with my usual.
Go.
I want to play Lucifer.
Yeah.
Because I fucking love what Mark Pellegrino does with it, and I would like to see how a little bit of femininity would look in that evilness.
I think I want to play Cass. I just think it would be funny. I think that Misha is so great because what he can do is he can play those different beats. He can play the funny Cass, which is like doesn't know anything, and he can also play the very serious Cass, which is like taking care of people. I think that would be funny, but I think I might only want to play it because I really want Donna and Cass to meet. Because I think it would be funny. I only think of the joke. I only think of the joke. And so the joke, of course, would be, I'd be like, hiya. Hi. Oh, I like your wings. And he would be like, who is this human? Just so confused by me. I think that'd be pretty funny. Great question, young lady. No, I'll tell you later. Nothing.
How's
I
your
brought snacks.
Yeah, it's good. Did you tell them what happened?
I did.
Yeah.
You told them the whole story?
No, stop!
Well, now
We need a couple secrets, Huffman.
Grapes. Grapes and gummy bears? No. I didn't sign the manners earlier because we had to run and do our thing, so.
I stole Briana. I stole Elena.
They were like,
Okay, there were 5 minutes late for the photo dinner. We gotta get Elena on stage. How do we get her off stage? What are we doing? I'm like, I got her. I literally walked
room, Phil was like, I thought there was something wrong. Yeah,
Poor
and then I
Phil.
think he actually felt a little left out because he didn't get to be a part of the trio.
I'll make it up to him later.
Will you also chip his teeth and do the other thing?
But we were talking about you besides just making out.
Oh, okay. What were you saying?
We were talking about that, one of the questions was, who's our inspiration? We were talking about how fucking brave and awesome you are.
This is my therapist. They both are. This text thread.
We do, straight up.
I'm like,
Us three, Ruth, Sam, Emily, and Lisa Berry. Is that all of it?
We need to add Rachel.
Oh yeah,
to the thread.
yeah. It's all the ladies in SBM. We have this
It's
text
actually called
thread.
group therapy.
Yeah.
I
And
named
was
it
like,
that.
I have a problem. Can you help me? And then like you get 7 monologues from all of these women.
Literally, I got 92 text messages. I was trying to have a nap yesterday. But the love is real.
Yeah, it's real.
All right, what's your question? Elena's gonna answer too.
Apparently, a long time ago you did a panel where you said something about doing Shakespeare in Wisconsin, and I'm from Wisconsin.
Spring Green!
And I've been wondering, like, anything that you can tell me about, you know, how that was, or where you were, or what you did.
Oh my God, I played Viola in 12th Night. I played Kate Hardcastle in She Stoops to Conquer. I played Lady Elise in Henry, what is that, 4 Part 1? The French, you know, Once More to the Breach. Yeah, you know, that one. Sorry, wrong venue. They know I go though, so I don't give a fuck. But it was just one season, but it was honestly that and working in Ashland doing Shakespeare. Like, Shakespeare festivals are my home. It's just not really conducive to having a family or paying rent.
Yeah, that's the bummer about theater. It's like we're making jokes that you have to do TV to pay for your theater career. Yeah.
Well, a lot of actors will sort of bounce back and forth. They'll do, I mean, LA doesn't have a great theater.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so much, okay, I'm gonna be such a fucking elitist snob, I'm really sorry. So much of LA theater is like getting seen by people who will help you get on TV.
Yeah.
So nobody's actually doing the show, they're all busy showing you what, it's like they're all auditioning instead of acting.
Right.
I'm not.
That's interesting.
Or they're basically standing up there with a big middle finger going, we hate television and we're fucking keeping
Right.
it alive.
Statement.
Watch us. I'm like,
We're actual artists.
yeah, we're real artists.
Yeah. All right, we're done being snobs now.
Yeah. I'm sorry, was that your question?
That was my question. It's just it's not that often that someone says they've worked in Wisconsin, and I just immediately was like, I need to ask you about that.
Oh my God, Spring Green, Wisconsin, man. Huge Shakespeare festival. Get out there if you can. It's gorgeous. Do we have time for one more question?
One more.
Is that here?
Hello.
Make it good.
Oh, that's a lot of pressure. What's your favorite pizza topping?
We're so mad at you right now.
That's hilarious. It's not pineapple.
Not pineapple. I like a good taco pizza.
I have like a bougie pizza.
A what?
My pizza's bougie. It's goat cheese and pine nuts and basil and sun-dried tomatoes.
Sounds good. That's sexy.
And no sauce. No sauce, no sauce.
Oh, what did you say? You didn't have one.
Not pineapple. Anything other than... Anything other than pineapple, I'm good with.
Okay, don't yell.
What's yours?
I'm just really adamant about the not pineapple part.
A taco pizza. I'm not kidding. I love a taco pizza. My husband thinks it's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Really? But he's
Yeah,
Mexican.
you know he always makes it. He's Mexican. My husband's Mexican, and he always makes jokes that I also love a good taco salad. And he's like, no. That's like saying, can I please have a hot dog salad? That's what it feels like.
What's a taco pizza?
Now I want to make a hot
Oh,
dog
it's a
salad.
pizza. Aren't you guys glad you're here?
I had a taco pizza.
Rob, literally, this was Rob. I just looked back and this was Rob.
I was taking a quick snooze.
Okay, let me continue then. It's a pizza with like sour cream, salsa, like ground meat, tomatoes, cheese. Everything you guys.
Isn't it like really soggy and heavy and difficult?
Let it go.
I want a taco pizza now, just for you.
Do you people know that tomorrow?
Look, see red tip, I told you.
I'm always holding it, and it always has a red tip.
Bring it to the and the cream in the center. Gotta bring it back for you, people.
Yeah. Okay. Tomorrow is Briana Buckmaster's birthday.
This is the first episode.
I know. She didn't start talking about this
Are you
in March.
sure?
So anyway, join me now in singing the traditional birthday song of the United States. I don't know what they do in Canada.
It's tomorrow, though, right?
Brianna, we're going to warm it up now, Robbie.
Warm it up. Good.
Here we go. You know the words. Happy birthday to you. From the heart. Happy birthday to you. Throw in a curse word. Happy birthday, dear Brianna. Woo! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday! Let me tell you something. If you love these ladies as much as we do, and we do, you're going to see them tonight. And then, if you have an ounce of sense, you're going to see them sing with this band tomorrow night. Because those ladies have voices. Ladies and gentlemen, Alana Hoffman, Kim Rhodes, and Brianna Buckmaster. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Running for the door, mow over people to get out of the road. The door, touch your friends.